Yeah. John Horgan back with Paulie Stivaleta, ringside. Paulie, last time, Pete, why don't you get a shot of where we were for the Gold Gloves? The window way up there with Jeff and Kelly up there. We were way up there last time for the Gold Gloves. Not this time, folks. Well, there's a special exhibition match, Paulie, and I think you're going to like this. It's kickboxing. Do you know anything about kickboxing? Here's Jim Tuberosa. Let's go down to the ring now for Jim Tuberosa.
Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Massachusetts State Boxing Commission and are brought to you by John Yankee Celebrity Boxing. The State Boxing Commission in attendance this evening are the Commissioner, Jocko Canadian, and Commissioner Steve McClure. Judges for tonight's bouts are Dan Brown and Kenny Lee. The timekeeper is Lee Meeker. Referee for tonight's bouts are Jim Kaslowski from Southwood and Amy Fitzgerald from Somerville. The attending physician is Dr. Joel Solomon of Charlestown. Tonight's show is unique in that the Massachusetts State Boxing Commission is testing out kickboxing in the state, and we have an exhibition bout that will kick off tonight's boxing show. Again, it is sanctioned by the Massachusetts State Boxing Commission. The production of Johnny getting on the shows, but he's certainly willing to help out the commission get the kickboxing. This is a 3-round kickboxing exhibition by Rich Bassett Ponies, located in North Reading and Medford. The rounds are 2-minute rounds. Some of the rules are the participants must throw at least 8 kicks per round. No kicks to the legs, but sweeps are legal. Also spinning back fists are legal. No knees or elbows. In the corner to my left, in the blue corner, weighing in at 155 pounds, from Wilmington, Sean McNamara.
Sean McNamara from Wilmington in the blue corner.
Also from Wilmington is Brian Strickland.
Brian Strickland, Paulie, in the red corner, kickboxing. Both from Wilmington. McNamara with the black pants on, Paulie. Strickland with the red pants on. Do you know anything about kickboxing?
Well, the only thing I know is that the punches are the same as boxing, but they got their legs to use, which you can't use in boxing. So they got some extra tools that they can use in the right way in the fine arts that they box. And I saw a few shows on TV, and it's a pretty tough sport, believe me.
So it's Strickland in the red pants, McNamara in the black. Strickland using his left kick. Now Strickland returning 2 kicks, a reverse kick there. McNamara. Strickland misses, now a spin kick there, trying to connect to the jaw of McNamara. Strickland being the aggressor here right off the bat. Now McNamara, reverse kick here. It's an art. You have to be light on your feet, you have to be strong, you have to be able to throw a punch and throw a kick, Paulie. A lot like the martial arts, a lot like boxing. Now there's a knee that Strickland threw to the face of McNamara.
Of course, those kicks can be very hurting, and they've got a lot of power from your feet going up. So they take some real abuse here, these kids, and you got to give them a lot of credit for it, too.
Now, there is padding on the top, as you heard Strickland connect. There's padding on the top of the foot. Strickland now taking the fight here to McNamara. McNamara counter-punching with a kick there. Swings around, and Strickland punches his way free. Misses with a kick there. Sean McNamara in the black.
John, I've always noticed some of these kickboxing fights that with all the kicking and the good blows that they take with the kicks, it always seems that when they forget to use their hands. And when they do use their hands and start throwing some punches, they knock their opponent out. So I don't know if it's the kicks that they're doing or the punching. So if you think tonight we might see that. When they start punching each other, you'll see one of these guys go. But now it's just all kicking.
Good observation, Paulie. A right hand and left-right combo kick there thrown by Strickland. Again, this is an exhibition match in kickboxing to open up our docket of pro fights here at the Lowell Auditorium in Lowell. That is the end of round 1. And a partisan crowd responding. I'd say there's about 1,500 to 2,000 people here.
Yeah, it's just about that, and it was a big auditorium and a great auditorium for seeing fights and especially kickboxing and with any event that takes place. And as we saw right now, we didn't see too many punches out there, but we saw a lot of good kicks, and they must be hurting, and they hit hard with them. And as soon as you see them go to the chin with some punches, then we'll see somebody, some damage done. It goes to show you no matter how much the body can take a lot of kicks and a lot of bangs with the legs, but the chin doesn't take that much. And when a good punch lands, your opponent does go down, because that's where the brain is, that's where the activity, the machine is, the motors are, and that's why when they start punching, you usually see something happen. With all the kicks they throw, unless they catch one on the chin, nothing really happens other than the slamming and the banging of the kicks.
Second round, Sean McNamara in the black pants, Brian Strickland in the red. As Paulie said, it takes a different type of motor coordination, not only to box, but also to kick. McNamara now taking the fight to Strickland. Strickland dominated round one. Fired off one there. Tries to trip up Strickland. Guess you do leave yourself vulnerable. Oh, there's a nice kick by Sean McNamara that just grazed the nose of Brian Strickland.
The kicks are very hard. If this is an exhibition bout, I guess it's not to knock an opponent out, I guess. I don't know how they're going to work this, but they're kicking hard enough, and some of them shots, if they get up to the chin, they're going to take somebody out too. But kicking is very hard in there, and but they don't see too many of the punches being thrown, and so we need to see more of that.
You have straight-on kicks, you see side kicks, you see reverse kicks, you see knees. But you're right, the crowd oohs and ahs once a kick goes up near the head area. But the damage is mostly done in the torso area, in the chest and the stomach. Right now, this round is being dominated by McNamara, who connects with a nice reverse right kick. Good right leg there, and followed it up with a nice little combination. Made Strickland a little woozy. Strickland now, there you go, Paul. There's the boxing. McNamara seems to be the better boxer of the two kickboxers here, as he landed another effective combination. Now Strickland walks right in and tries to throw a wild barrage, deflected nicely by McNamara. McNamara now landing some left jabs and kicks his way free. Strickland in the red, Sean McNamara in the black, both kickboxers from Wilmington. It seems that now Strickland's fighting a defensive style, Paulie.
Yes, he got some nice two right hands in there, but he's not throwing as many as he should. And but a lot of kicking is going on. Of course, they're taking a lot of punishment on the legs and the body with those kicks. But I don't understand when it's exhibition. I guess they're going to hold back on the real power punches and do all the kicking they can possibly do, which it looks like to me.